Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here today with us on an afternoon, Alia. Welcome, Alia.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, today we're going to talk about sensory discrimination disorder, SDD, right? And we're going to cover tactile, vestibular, and proprioception.
Yeah, correct. We cover that 3 part first, then next session we cover the other parts lah. Because
Okay.
sensory have a lot of parts in our body.
Yes, I do. I do understand. Never knew that there's so many sensory issues that our children can have. So I'm glad today you are willing to share with us on this particular topic. So you want to introduce us about what tactile, vestibular, and proprioception?
Okay, before we go into the meaning of vestibular, proprio, and tactile, we need to know what is the sensory discrimination disorder first. So, sensory discrimination disorder is a difficulty to interpret the sensory information, which is the child maybe have difficulty to discriminate ataupun bahasa Melayu dia untuk membezakan sensory input yang mana diorang terima. So, that means diorang maybe have a difficulty untuk tahu. Contohnya the child hold the key, but she or he will ask to their parents, then ask, is it the key is look like this? That means maybe dia ada difficulty dari segi tactile, which is dia tak tahu macam mana rasa sentuhan kunci tersebut, ataupun kalau dari segi proprioception, dia mungkin akan kata how much of the energy or how should I push the things forward without breaking the glass. So dia macam tak tahu dia punya berapa banyak force yang dia perlu ke velocity atau joint yang dia perlu gunakan lah. So basically sensory discrimination disorder, kita akan nampak dia punya common sign. Contohnya the child tend to bump or push other people, grabs object too tight or use too much of force, like dia nak pegang pensel tapi masa dia nak menulis tu dia tekan terlalu kuat sehingga kertas tersebut boleh terkoyak. That means dia tak tahu berapa banyak force yang dia perlukan lah, macam tu. And frequently drop things or knock things over, which is dia nak seek pada bunyi ke, atau dia nak rasa pada kenapa benda tu macam keras macam tu. Afraid of height, swing or slide, and also they tend to show craving movement. Biasanya kita akan nampak budak-budak yang jenis suka spin around by himself, atau dia suka jenis yang main buaian yang over daripada kanak-kanak biasa. Maybe they have some issue with their sensory. So that's the what is the sensory discrimination lah.
Okay.
So now we go to the one by one, the details. What is the vestibular, proprio, and the tactile? So basically vestibular is a system that help for human to control their body balance, eye movement, and also spatial orientation. So that means vestibular ni akan membantu seseorang tu mempunyai balance semasa dia berdiri ataupun semasa dia berjalan, dia pun mempunyai balance. Because vestibular system terletak dekat bahagian dalam telinga kita, which is the inner part of our ear, that it have a vestibular nerve. That's why dia akan control kita punya eye movement, kita punya balance in the body. Then budak-budak
so when you say vestibular, so it has something to do with our ear balancing.
Yeah.
So is there something wrong with my ear, or it's just?
No, it's not something wrong lah. Dia akan ada related dengan bahagian auditory, which is contohnya kalau budak tu hypersensitive pada auditory system. That means maybe they akan tends to have vestibular issue together with the
Ah.
sensory
So
lah.
do I get my ear checked to see whether I got problem with vestibular?
Ya, so kalau kita nak tahu sama ada problem atau tak, biasanya bila check pada audiologist, so they can know that maybe some effect pada vestibular system lah, sebab dia punya nerve terletak dekat dalam kita punya telinga.
Okay.
So biasanya kita akan nampak budak-budak yang ada vestibular issue ni, dia tak boleh nak control balance. Contohnya bila dia berlari, dia cepat jatuh. So dia
Okay.
tak akan dapat balance dia punya
So
body.
these are what we call the clumsy children lah.
Yes.
Bruise here, bruise there, fall down here, fall
Yes.
down there, cannot
Ya,
walk
sometimes
stairs.
kita tak tahu pun kenapa dia banyak kali jatuh. Maybe some issue yang mungkin bagi setengah orang dia akan fikir, oh budak ni baru belajar jalan. Tapi sebenarnya mungkin ada isu pada sensory.
Okay. Okay, cool.
And we go to the proprioception, which is the ability of our body to sense the movement, action, and also location. Which is proprioception, they're located at our muscle, our joint, and our tendon, which is the banyak dari segi kita tahu kita punya movement tu macam mana. Contohnya macam kita tahu kat mana kedudukan, macam mana kita nak berjalan tanpa kita lihat kaki kita. So the normal people, we walk without see our leg. So dia akan tahu, oh kaki kanan langkah ke depan, kaki kiri kat belakang macam tu. Tapi kalau budak yang ada difficulty dengan proprioception, so it maybe have difficulty with the motor planning also.
Right. Okay, for those of you who just joined us, welcome. Today we have Alia sharing with us sensory discrimination disorder. We've talked about vestibular. She talked about proprioception halfway through. And now proprioception, does it got to do with, you know, how we take for granted, like you said just now, when we walk, it's left leg first, then right leg, and you know, how do we know there is actually a proprioception issue for a child?
Okay. Usually proprioception dia akan ada isu berkait dengan vestibular juga. So normally sensory discrimination disorder dia akan saling berkait dengan ada sensory area. Contohnya macam vestibular dia akan berkait juga dengan vision, auditory, proprio. So that's why if the child have difficulty in proprioception, contohnya kita bagi contoh, dia nak pegang pensel untuk menulis, tapi dia tak tahu berapa banyak tekanan yang diperlukan, so menyebabkan dia susah untuk interpret dia punya force tu.
That's where you get to see the lubang-lubang lah.
Yeah, then dia become koyak lah macam tu.
Okay. So, or for example, when they hit something, they always destroy things because they do not know how much strength to use.
Betul.
Okay, cool. Next one we have tactile, and if any one of you are watching here with us, you have any question, you can actually share it on the chat or the comment section, and then we'll get Alia to help you answer that. Yes. Okay, come.
Okay, next one, the last one for sensory today is a tactile, which is a sense of touch. Tactile ataupun bahasa Melayu dia kita panggil dera sentuhan. This one biasanya kita akan ada pada kita punya kulit lah, pada bahagian luaran badan. So that means certain budak dia mungkin akan ada isu dengan dera sentuhan yang contohnya dia tak boleh orang sentuh dia macam cepat geli bila orang sentuh dia, ataupun mungkin dia bila dia perasan baju, contoh biasa yang kita nampak budak ni dia suka pakai baju, dia pakai baju, tapi bila once baju dia basah atau ada terkotor sedikit je, dia dah cepat-cepat minta, "Mommy, I want to change my shirt," like that. So that's mean the child might have a tactile issue, but normally we as a therapist we assess which type of the which type of the child problem dengan dia punya texture, because tactile kita ada jenis dua different texture, which is yang jenis kasar ataupun yang jenis lembut, and satu lagi kita ada jenis yang sticky ataupun keras.
Keras means what?
Keras tu yang mungkin dia tak suka dengan benda yang contohnya tepung lah. Tepung tu bila dia dah mengeras kat tangan kan dia macam ada
when they stick sudah
dia
dry
macam
dekat tangan yang
texture
macam
tu.
how we do our mask.
Yes.
When it's dry, so that helps.
Dry tu that's mean maybe budak tu ada juga. Tapi normally kita akan jumpa budak yang ada isu dengan sticky texture, satu lagi soft texture.
Right, right. I do have a question from Dashini. She's asking about presentation on screen. Because it's a conversation, so we don't really do presentation. But Alia did prepare slides for those of you who would like to probably get a copy of the slides. You can fill in your details, and then we'll be sharing with you. In the slide, she has a little bit more information. We will show some diagrams. We have two to actually show, right? But the rest is very much about just discussion and her sharing. So yeah, for any one of you who would like, I will put the link in the comment box. You can just leave your details. Okay. Yeah. So we talked about vestibular, proprioception, and tactile. So these are the basic introduction of what it is like. So I remember in our conversation, you also talk about hypersensitive and hyposensitive.
Yes.
Right. So what's the difference?
Okay, for the difference between hypersensitive and hyposensitive, basically the child that have sensory discrimination, they tend to have one of the disorder like hyper or hypo. Normally we can see that maybe the child have hypersensitive towards vestibular but hyposensitive towards tactile. Dia boleh jadi combination biasanya. So that's why kalau kita nak tengok pada sensory ni, kita akan assess overall of the sensory. So sebab biasanya sensory ni dia akan saling berkait antara satu sama lain. Contohnya macam kita nak berjalan, when we walk, we need to use our vision to see the road. We need to have a good vestibular function to balance our body when walking. Proprioception to make sure our body is in a line, which is tangan tu bergerak macam mana, body kita bergerak macam mana. That's mean we need all the sensory. So that's why some of the kids maybe ada hypersensitive pada satu sensory area akan menyebabkan dia terganggu dengan certain activity yang lain.
But from parents' perspective, right, does it matter whether it's hypo or hyper?
For parents' perspective, it's memang ada macam penting untuk diorang tahulah sebab normal kids should be dia boleh achieve pada certain texture untuk dia participate dalam aktiviti harian dia. Contoh, kalau budak tu mempunyai hypersensitive on proprioception and vestibular, maybe the child cannot sit for prolonged time when he or she in the class. That the issue why we need to normalize the sensory.
So how do you okay, since you brought the example, cannot sit for long. I think a lot of parents have this issue currently with their children, where children cannot sit long at their place.
Yeah.
Right. What would you suggest? How do we know is hypo? How do we know is hyper?
Normally kita akan tahu melalui jenis apa aktiviti yang kita bagi. Contohnya kalau budak yang jenis hyper, dia akan sit pada satu benda tu. Contohnya kalau kita bagi sitting on the gym ball, then we bounce him. then dia overexcited, that means maybe he or she sit for the sensory, so it's difficult for him to have the good attention span lah.
Right. So if that is the case, do we still encourage him to sit on the gym ball?
No, normally no lah, because we just try to see, then we try to do some adaptive for him, or like we give the better activity, I mean some activity yang dia orang suka, yang akan include sekali dengan education things lah. Contohnya macam kita bagi puzzle, that's mean the puzzle need him or she to have a attention span, concentration and all the cognitive function to solve their problem. So kita try to create a fun situation with them.
Okay, so generally for classroom learning, it will be a bit difficult.
Yes.
For classroom teacher to constantly, like, because to be very honest, for older children, right, it's like only content. Teacher, it's actually very hard for teachers to actually do activity-based kind of learning. So what would you suggest? What, get them move about, or how?
So for the children, kalau ada yang difficulty untuk stay focused or to sit still for a long time, so we suggest to do some activity that we have a target, depends on our goal. Like kita bagi dia goal, the child must sit for 10 minutes contohnya. Then we set the timer, then ask the child to do the activity in sitting, because kanak-kanak, even kita pun yang dah dewasa pun sometimes tak boleh duduk terlalu lama.
Yes.
Okay. So we set a time as long as the child can sit for at least the best one is up to 1 hour lah, because normal class dekat sekolah kan akan ambil masa 1 jam. So that means the best one is 1 hour. But if the child can sit for 30 minutes, still good enough for him lah.
Right. So in your way means if you do therapy, you can actually help the child to actually prolong their ability to sit in a chair. So regardless of class, because with OT different kan. With OT, I always see you get to play with a child. You have a lot of activity that allow them to focus, a lot of hands-on, a lot of movement. So with OT therapy in that sense, so if my child cannot sit still, so by doing OT, eventually my child can prolong the ability to sit still for a longer period of time, regardless whether it's engaging activity or not.
For me, it can do, but actually it's not the OT terms. Maksudnya dia bukan lebih kepada OT lah. So dia macam fun activity, kita play with them. So kita bagi dia macam divided attention pada mereka lah. So tak adalah dia orang just sit and watch something. So at least they have things to do, like writing or coloring. So that's
okay. So to actually for teachers, if there's any teachers who are listening in, if you want to support children who can't sit still, so you would propose like alternate activities between, so that they can, like, there's something to do at the same time while actually paying attention.
Yeah, correct. It's like that lah. So have fun with the child lah, because kanak-kanak sukakan keceriaan biasanya. So tak kisah bagi saja game apa, as long the games actually banyak function sebenarnya. Contohnya kalau kita main satu games yang Uno card ke atau Snake and Ladder, it have a lot of function, cuma depends on our goal.
Yeah.
So macam tu lah.
Okay, cool. Next, what else you have? We're talking about hyper and hypo earlier on.
Yeah.
That's how we got to the examples to extend attention. Yeah.
So that's mean all the sensory function actually is connected each other. So that tak adalah satu budak tu cuma perlukan fokus pada sensory tapi kita tak fokus benda lain. Macam So that's mean kita kena fokuskan keseluruhan dia.
Okay. Okay. So I think that's why in your OT session, there's always a various activity that
Yeah.
actually tackles all these different
Yeah.
areas, right? It's
Depend
actually
on
very
the
hard to just find one child only got proprioception, got no problem
Yeah.
elsewhere.
Ya, dia akan satu budak tu akan ada semua sekali daripada atas katil sampai dia nak kembali ke katil sebelum untuk tidur, dia akan ada isu juga nanti.
Okay, okay, right. For those of you who just joined us, welcome to an afternoon with Alia. Today we are talking about sensory discrimination disorder. We are talking about vestibular proprioception as well as tactile, right? So what else do you have for us today? We talk about hypersensitivity and hyposensitivity. So why is all of this important?
Because this all the activity is important for the parents to know either their child can participate with the ADL activity, which is activity daily living. So normally kalau budak-budak tu ada hyper or hyposensitive pada satu-satu area of the sensory, is maybe can cause a difficulty in running, difficulty in walking, difficulty in various areas, including in academic and also social life. So maybe they also have a difficulty in jumping or play or overexcited or like to do spinning, then it cause a disruption atau gangguan untuk participate dalam aktiviti harian mereka. So that's why it is important for parents to know why the child act like this. Kenapa dia berkelakuan begini macam tu. So daripada situ kita boleh track, mungkin dia ada satu-satu isu. Contohnya mungkin budak ni tak boleh lari. Kenapa? Mungkin because of the balance, maybe because of the special orientation issue. Special orientation adalah how the child know the position of their body. That's mean contohnya macam dia tahu kat mana kedudukan kepala. Oh, kepala dekat atas badan. Kaki dekat mana? Oh, kaki dekat bawah macam tu. So that's mean the special orientation.
So there is also a condition where children doesn't know where's their hands and legs.
Yeah, sometimes they maybe the large joint they know, but like finger or hand, left and right, that's the issue. Normally kita akan nampak budak yang akan ada difficulty to recognize left and right side.
Yeah, I think that's very common. Even today, yes. when you talk about left,
Even
sometimes I need to look at my hand. Okay.
That's the mean you have issue with the special orientation.
Right.
So if the child have that kind of the issue, so parents need to check, is it the issue happen for frequently, or is it the issue happen just one time only? Sometimes kita tak sedar with the behavior budak tu mungkin develop disebabkan delay of development milestone pada budak tu, ataupun budak tu terlebih catch up daripada usia sebenar.
Oh, there's also a possibility they overdevelop.
Ya, ada possibility dia macam dia sepatutnya umur 6 tahun terlalu tu. Sepatutnya dia umur 4 tahun tapi dia dah boleh catch up dari umur yang 6 atau 7 tahun. That's mean maybe ada some part of the sequencing yang dia perlu achieve tapi dia telah terlepas dia punya kawasan tu. Biasanya kita akan nampak baby, contohnya baby tu dia akan langkau daripada baby yang umur 12 bulan sepatutnya dia boleh jalan, tapi sometimes dia akan langkau daripada crawling terus pada berdiri. So that means dia itu yang dimaksudkan dengan terlebih daripada milestone yang sebenar dia.
Okay, should like because to be very honest, as mom, we kind of like constantly hear that it's okay if my child don't crawl straight away, can walk. So now should mommies be concerned?
Need to be concerned because if the child difficult to walk, difficult to crawl, maybe some of the area akan terganggu. Contohnya dia akan terganggu dengan dari segi vestibular, so dia susah untuk kontrol dia punya trunk, dia punya body control ataupun dia punya trunk akan jadi weak compared to the normal child macam tu. Biasanya contohnya kalau crawling, dia akan membantu kanak-kanak tu untuk improve dia punya hand strength, dia punya core muscle strength. That's why the baby need to do crawling before they can walking.
Okay. So what? Okay, if there are mummies who got babies who doesn't crawl now, when should babies start to crawl?
The baby should start to crawling at. Wait, I check my note because it have a lot of milestones, so I need to check my note when they.
I only remember by 9 months when my daughter went for check, the nurse asked whether my baby is crawling or not, and I told the nurse belum lagi. Then the nurse got upset. They went go like, "Napa belum? Berat sangat." So I know by 9 she should learn how to crawl.
By nine, correct. By 9 should be able to crawl. And by 12 years, 12 months should be can stand with holding hand.
Okay. So if they don't crawl, so we should get them to crawl.
Ya, kita try, kita buat manual. Maksudnya kita buat secara sendiri sebab budak-budak if they know how to crawl, they can dia macam semula jadi untuk dia bergerak. Tapi kalau dia tak buat, so that's mean kita kena ajar dia secara manual.
Like how we work with children with special needs lah. They don't know how to wash hand. We show them step by step how to actually wash hand.
So we do one by one for them, and we also sometimes bila kena buat sesuatu macam tu, so kita tahu, oh mungkin kita ada terlepas pandang sebab some of the crawling, some of the child maybe have issue when they crawl, they tend to fall down atau maksudnya because of dia punya hand strength tak kuat, dia punya core muscle tak kuat, so dia akan ada issue dari segi macam tu lah.
Okay, understand. Let's see, what do we have next? So we talk about importance. So we talk about importance of all this. I know you have slides. When do you want me to present this?
Okay, actually, before we go to the important one, actually I nak explain yang pasal the system of the vestibular and proprioception. So can you show?
Yep, this one.
Okay, this one. Actually, before we go into the details, sepatutnya tadi sebelum pergi ke lebih dalam, kita kena tahu, so, as a human being, kita akan receive the sensory input from external and internal. So, contohnya bila kita nak berjalan, kita akan receive kita punya input from internal of our body. Then the input will send to our brain, which is it have one part of the brain that named as cerebellum that control the movement, the balance, and for regulate the body. So from the cerebellum, the input will send to the output, which is our response or motor response. So that's mean untuk kita buat satu aktiviti tu, contohnya kita nak tengok whiteboard, sebenarnya dia ada banyak proses untuk kita tengok whiteboard tu. Daripada kita receive dia punya input masuk dalam mata dan interpret, then after that we know, oh that is whiteboard, macam tu.
Right. Actually, there's a lot ongoing in our body to even process a simple thing like, I would say we call it for granted, like take it for granted, even to walk, like how you have shared, to walk has got all these,
all the
your vestibular, your visual, your proprioception that comes in order to allow that to happen. So the challenge when it comes to sensory discrimination disorder is one of the things not connecting.
Yeah. One of the input not received properly. Like contohnya, dia nak berjalan tapi dia ada lack of vestibular input. So that cause ia akan menyebabkan yang bahagian brain yang cerebellum part tu akan jadi terganggu untuk send the signal. So the child tak tahu, dia tak tahu apa respon pada untuk dia buat, dan dia jatuh lah macam tu. So
I
that's why
see.
dia kena ada, that's why we normalize the sensory. We not improve or we not reduce the sensory. We just normalize the sensory.
When you say normalize means what?
Means dia kena receive input tu tak terlalu lebih ataupun tak terlalu kurang input yang dia terima. Dia macam sama rata, which is macam kita orang sentuh, oh okay macam tu. Orang sentuh tangan kita cakap okay. Tapi kalau kita terlebih input untuk, contohnya orang nak sentuh tangan, kita tu macam what is this? Itu mungkin kita ada terlebih input, atau macam orang sentuh kita tak ada feeling pun. That's mean maybe because of the hypersensitive, which is the kurang sensory.
Yeah, I think this is the one where a lot of parents say like the children go and touch the hot pot, they don't actually feel pain, or children who actually got cut but didn't know that they actually got cut, so they were like running everywhere with bleeding and all that, they still tak tahu. So there is actually ways to actually normalize that.
Sebab bila dia tak tahu, so macam input tu tak sampai ke brain. That's why dia punya brain tak boleh nak interpret dia tak boleh nak interpret the stimuli. So we tak tahu, so the child don't know what to respond towards the situation lah.
Right. So just out of curiosity, so for this kind of children, what kind of therapy would you do with them?
This kind of children we will do like tactile and proprioception punya therapy lah. So you can go to another one slide.
Okay. Let me. This one?
The multimodal sensory. Like I said before, yang sensory ni ada banyak connection between each other. So that means contohnya macam proprioception, kita akan ada connection dengan vestibular, dengan visual, tactile. So contohnya kalau dia pegang pot yang panas dan dia tak tahu pun pot tu adalah panas, dan kita akan try gunakan thermo activity, which is gunakan suhu, temperature, then the thermoreception akan receive the input and the input will transmit, then proprioception akan bagi tahu dia punya input tu macam mana. So dia akan tahulah joint position dia punya sense of force ke ataupun any changes yang dia perlukan, dia tahu macam mana nak react pada stimuli tersebut.
So when you say thermoreception, temperature, that means let them try with hot water. Are you saying that let them touch hot water?
We apply like macam lalukan air yang panas atau lalukan air yang sejuk. Kita tak celup tangan di dalam tu sebabnya kita tak tahu dia punya apa nama dia? I forget the name.
Sensitivity.
Kita tak tahu
rasa
ketahanan dia punya ability tu boleh tahap mana. Sebab air kan ada various level of temperature. So that's why we need to do a lot of try and error things lah pada budak-budak biasanya.
Right. Okay. For those of you, if you have any questions for Alia regarding vestibular, proprioception, or tactile, or anything at all that is relevant to you, feel free to share. Alia is our OT here in My Story, and she will be able to support on suggestions that are relevant to OT.
Or any assessment for the child to do, so we can know which level of the child have the issue, or we can know the sensory types of the issue for the child.
Okay. So since you're talking about assessment, right? The sensory, let's say for example, I just want to know whether my child has sensory discrimination disorder. Is there like assessment just to test on that thing, or I have to do the full set, or how?
Actually, for OT area, we do have one specific assessment that we use to children and also for adults to assess their sensory function. So kita akan tengok daripada situ based on the observation and also based on the interview with parents, so we can know and rate. Then from the rating, we know which area that the child have. Maybe maybe it just seeking of the sensory, or maybe it really hypo or hypersensitive for the sensory. So biasanya kalau pada parents kita akan tanya dulu, is it the child have issue dengan satu situation tu for frequently, macam banyak kali dalam masa sehari, atau berapa kerap, ataupun kita akan tanya adakah aktiviti harian dia akan terganggu dengan benda yang kita bagi tu. Contohnya kan macam budak tu dia jenis yang suka spin all the day. So bila dia suka berpusing, bila kita tanya pada parents, kita akan tanya, adakah anak puan atau tuan buat benda ni lebih daripada sehari? Normally the child will do that movement more than one time a day.
Okay.
So that's the important thing we need to track our children to know either they have the issue or not. Satu lagi kita akan tanya, kalau kita suruh dia buat benda lain, adakah dia akan refuse ataupun dia akan follow dengan apa yang kita minta. Biasanya kalau budak yang ada isu dengan benda, isu dengan macam dia suka dengan spinning things ni, dia akan ignore kita. Dia takkan follow pun apa yang kita nak, dan dia still continuously do the spinning things ni. Then another one, we akan tanya juga pada parents sama ada selalunya aktiviti ni akan ambil masa yang berapa lama, because the kind of movement the child will take longer time than a normal child. Contohnya budak biasa akan ambil dalam 10 kali pusingan dah pening kan. Tapi kalau budak yang ada seeking ataupun hypersensitive ni, pada vestibular dia akan tend to do spinning around and around without dizzy.
Right. Okay. So the frequency is actually important when it comes to assessment.
Yes.
Okay.
The frequency, intensity, and also the duration. That is the important thing to know.
I see. Okay, now let's see. When parents are concerned with either tactile, vestibular, and proprioception, what would you actually advise? Like, what would you tell parents? When to worry, what?
That one, actually we need to check back the development of the child. Either your child have skipped one area or your child have delay for one area. Contohnya pada kanak-kanak yang usia 6 tahun, they should be master in jumping, master in walking, should be master in various movement ataupun various texture yang kita bagi. Because bila dia umur 7 tahun, dia dah boleh pergi ke sekolah untuk fokus, untuk belajar semualah. That's why kita kena track kanak-kanak ni punya movement since umur 2 tahun macam tu. As early as you can.
Right. So for example, like let's say come back to the earlier sharing you talk about children cannot sit still.
Yeah.
Let's say a child, I don't know whether you have all that kind of statistics. Let's say a child who is like 5 years old. How long is the expected duration of a child who is 5 years old? The expected duration he can stay, stay put on and sit still.
Actually, we just get the macam dapatkan a better result bila budak tu dapat duduk sama lama dengan kanak-kanak normal. Contoh, biasanya autism atau ADHD ni dia akan duduk just for 10 minutes is the longest time for them. But the normal child we can able to sit up to 1 hour. So kita depends pada kanak-kanak tersebut, kita tengok dia punya berapa lama dia punya level of time yang dia boleh sit still. The back, the apa macam lagi lama dia duduk lagi better untuk dia.
So for example, let's say a kindergarten, a child who is in kindergarten. So a good way for teacher to gauge is how long they stay engaged with other friends. Is that a good way to engage, to gauge whether the child has problem or not?
Maksudnya gabungkan the special need dengan yang normal kids lah. Yep. The good way to interact is like that, so they can see the normal kids as their role. So sebenarnya dia lebih suggest untuk kita dapatkan macam pair, macam partnerkan dia atau satu groupkan dia antara special kids dengan normal kids, so they can know what they should be atau apa yang dia perlu buat macam tu. Sebab kalau dia just in, biasanya autism ni atau ADHD ni ataupun certain condition, dia prefer to be in their world. Maksudnya dia akan dengan dunia dia dan imaginasi dia. So untuk kita dapatkan social life atau social function, so we do a group activity with them, including gabungan dengan kanak-kanak biasa juga.
Right.
Cuma jumlah tu kena limitkan sebab biasanya anak special kids ni perlukan more attention from their teacher or parents compared yang biasalah, tapi still need to see them in a group.
Right. Okay, cool. Okay, so today Alia did talk about sensory discrimination disorder. We talk about vestibular proprioception as well as tactile. She will also be sharing with us what are some of the things that parents can do at home with their kids. Right?
But before I go to what parents can do at home, I need to tell about why it is important for the child to follow their development for the milestone. Because if the child have issue with the sensory, they may show impulsivity or distractibility when they do some activity. That means dia akan ada lack of self-control. Contohnya, kalau dia ada isu dengan sensory, dia akan tend to tantrum atau mengamuk bila kita change the environment or change the toys macam tu. So the child will have the impulsivity. Kalau distractibility pula, maksudnya dia akan ada short attention span. Short attention span macam the child maybe have difficulty to focus or to stay concentrate with the class or with the activity that they give. Maybe they just take for 3 to 5 minutes. So that means akan mengganggu dia dari segi akademik.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Before you go further, I remember we did have one of the participants who actually shared with us. She has I think she has about 10 kids in her online class, and there's this one boy who she struggles to gain attention. Right. So so in that situation, because we do a lot of online learning now, right? I mean, if let's say I ask, what would be the one thing you would suggest the teacher to do? What would it be? Just to prolong attention.
Actually, for prolong attention, kita kena banyakkan practice supaya supaya the child can get improvement dari segi dia punya cognitive function, because attention ni dia involve dalam cognitive function yang akan melibatkan banyak benda lagi. Sebab bila dia kekurangan satu area, contohnya macam yang previous session I pernah cakap pasal triangle, yang sensory pyramid tu, that's one the child need to get get the input, dapatkan input yang secukupnya, bahagian sensory, dan baru dia boleh develop pada level-level yang lain. And cognitive function terletak pada level yang paling atas, which is yang paling lambat untuk kita achieve. Sebab kalau
Right.
satu area tertinggal, dia akan mengganggu area yang lain. Contohnya, saya bagi
So,
contoh.
so in this case, right, you
Uh-huh.
would suggest maybe the child to get access to know actually what input is missing, sensory input is missing?
Maybe we can do that one, or otherwise we try to do cognitive activity. So we train a lot of the cognitive activity for the child, then it can help the child to.
So when you say cognitive activity, can you give examples?
We have a lot of cognitive activities, like for the child need to have a focus or attention. So saya suggestkan biasanya macam puzzle atau constructive activity, atau juga boleh jadi macam kita matchingkan aktiviti, any toys yang kita boleh macam, biasanya untuk kita tengok attention span, kita akan measure guna time. So kita akan increase dia punya level from shorter one to the longer one. So kita akan measure lah, tengok macam mana dia punya attention.
Right. So I think for teachers, because they have other children as well in the class, so I think it's a lot of try and error, like how you have mentioned earlier on, to see which activity kind of like extend his attention, and then what kind of activity get him like straight away stand up and walk away from the screen. And then maybe that's one of the way to actually tweak around the lessons. Okay.
Kanak-kanak kan dia perlukan banyak try and error, because bila dia suka pada aktiviti tu, dia akan spend a lot of their time to the activity. Tapi kalau dia tak suka, dia just let go and go to other area lah.
Correct. Okay. So anything else you want to cover when we talk about the importance of all the tactile and vestibular and proprioception?
Yeah, another one thing yang important, because some parents tak tahu kenapa pentingnya ada sensory ni semua, because the child maybe have difficulty to perform activity daily living. That's the main issue yang kita sebagai OT kita akan tengok bahagian tu. Sebab contohnya dia nak pakai baju, tapi dia ada isu dengan proprioception ataupun tactile. Should be dia nak pakai baju yang ada button. Selain daripada masalah fine motor, dia akan ada masalah dengan motor planning, which is macam mana dia nak masukkan button tu dalam lubang dia. So that's mean dia tahu itu button, tapi dia tak tahu macam mana nak plan the movement. Sebab dalam motor planning pula kita akan ada initiation, intermediate dengan ending task. So kita nak tahu dia akan ada isu dengan tu. Termasuk juga akan ada isu dengan eye-hand coordination. Lepas tu, bila dia tak boleh nak perform the task, dia akan menyebabkan ada social problem ataupun self-regulation problem.
Yeah.
So that thing akan menyebabkan high level of frustration to the kids lah. So the kids tend to be tantrum, ataupun dia terus tak berminat untuk tahu benda tu. So that's why saya cakap tadi, dia punya tracking, track the child behavior as early as you can.
Right. So the frequency, intensity, and the duration is actually important especially when it comes to all these sensory issues. Okay, we are moving to the last 10 minutes of our session. So let's talk about some of the activities that parents can do.
Okay, so some of the activity that parents can do, like the first picture is wheelbarrow, where the parents will hold the child's leg and the child will walk using their hand. This one can have a lot of benefit. Like example, they can help for vestibular, sensory, proprio, as well as upper limb strength and core muscle strength.
Okay, so when we do this wheelbarrow, how long do you think we get our child to practice?
Dia punya timing biasanya, normally we do 10 time moving, then we break for a day. So that if the child can do more is better than cannot do. I
Right.
mean, dia dapat buat lebih baik daripada dia tak boleh buat langsung.
Okay. So you can start a child with 3 steps, then slowly increasing
Increasing
the
the
distance
level.
lah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Another one we can try. Okay, balance beam. Actually, kalau dekat rumah kita tak perlukan sangat balance beam ni. We just can bring your child walk outside dan jalan atas penghalang jalan tu yang macam apa yang warna hitam
The
putih
curb.
jalan tu.
I remember when I was younger, I like to walk at the side of that longkang.
Yeah, just that one. That one can help for balancing, for proprioception, vision, concentration. A lot of benefit for them to do this one.
Yeah.
Cuma masa kita kecil kita tak tahu kenapa kita buat yang ni kan.
Yeah, I love doing this.
Then I know.
Yeah, and I think one of the way, if you don't want, because now I'm seeing a lot of parents, they want to let their children go out. One of the things that I found out is that you can just tape a masking tape on the floor and just get your child to walk on that masking tape. That can also practice their balancing as well.
And do some do some fun with your children dengan cara kita imajinasikan. Kalau kita letak tape atas lantai, so imajinasikan yang lantai bahagian yang tak ada tape tu adalah air ataupun apa lava ke.
Yeah,
so can, I need to work on this line only.
Yeah, I'm making it more fun lah, in that process as well. Okay, next what do we have?
This one we have a lot of animal walking, like frog jumping, bear walk, crab walk, caterpillar crawl, or kangaroo jump. This one kita boleh macam buat cerita. Okay, hari ni kita jadi katak dan katak jalan macam mana kan, melompat. So kita kena lompat from one area to another one area macam tu. Atau crab walk, kita bagi satu aktiviti, contohnya dia kena completekan one puzzle yang wooden puzzle, contohnya transport puzzle, dan dia akan ambil satu dan dia letak sebelum dia letak dia kena jalan dengan cara crab walk dan dia letak. So we make the activity more fun for the child. Sebab kita takkan tackle satu area saja, kita akan tengok keseluruhan.
Right, and I think a lot of teachers who join us, they do a lot of stories, you know, the team, and these are some of the things that you can actually incorporate in the classroom as well. So for parents, if you read to your child, this is one of the best way to actually engage children as well.
Because this one boleh selain daripada bantu dari segi sensory, kita boleh bantu dari segi social, dari segi kognitif, dari segi emotion, semua akan terlibat juga. So it's important for one activity. One activity bukan fokus pada satu benda.
Right, cool. Okay, next up, what's this?
This one actually I call as a lava floor.
Okay.
Because the child need to imagine that the floor have a hot lava, then the child need to jump from one paper color to another one.
Okay.
So ini akan bantu kanak-kanak tu belajar how to perform jumping. Actually, kita ada pelbagai jenis jumping. We not only have one jump. Kita ada jump with one leg, jump with two leg, one jump with two legs simultaneously, which is guna dua-dua kaki, kita kena lompat. Ataupun kita kena jump without holding anything or jump with the whole object. So cara macam ni kita boleh bantu mereka untuk lompat, sebab lompat memerlukan vestibular, proprioception and juga body strength.
Right. So that it's not a simple jump in that sense. Yes. So there's so many different types and different ways where we can jump. Okay, nice. Okay. Throw ball, catching.
Yeah, throw ball, catch and throw. This one, selain kita boleh buat social social activity, kita juga boleh improve dia punya eye hand coordination, kita boleh improve dia punya attention span, dia punya how they can catch the ball, because some of the child dia ada initiation to catch tapi dia tak tahu macam mana nak catch, sebab maybe of the reflex dia akan close their eyes then cannot catch the ball.
Yeah, that's quite common.
Because if the reflex not settle, maksudnya waktu kanak-kanak tu baby sebelum usia 12 bulan, kalau saya tak silap lah 12 bulan, nanti saya kena review semula yang tu, dia dah ada, dia punya reflex tu dah kena berkurangan sebab kita nak receive new input. So bila dia punya reflex pada sesuatu benda tu tak berkurang, dia akan menyebabkan budak tu difficult to perform other tasks in future.
Right. Okay. And what is this?
One
Sensory
is like
board.
interesting, but actually it's a tactile wall board.
Okay, tactile wall board.
Yeah,
Okay.
wall. So sebab dia akan gantung dekat dinding dan budak tu akan sentuh texture yang berbeza. Kita ada texture lembut, kita ada texture kasar, texture yang sederhana lembut ke, macam sebab dia ada grading dia daripada hard to soft.
Right.
Contohnya daripada sandpaper kepada pom-pom ball. So ada different texture. So this one nak sangat untuk bantu kanak-kanak dari segi tactile, daripada segi touching lah macam. And another one.
And last one.
This one same like the wall just now, but this one more on walking. Maksudnya dia akan berjalan dekat atas texture tu, so dia punya feet tu akan rasa, oh yang ni keras, oh yang ni tajam, oh yang ni macam tu, macam ni. So this one akan bantu dia orang untuk improve ataupun normalize dia orang punya tactile sensory. Sebab ada certain budak kalau dia ada hypersensitive pada tactile, dia takkan pijak yang soft punya
Material.
texture, material.
Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know that. I only thought the hard one yang orang tak suka. Okay. Right. We are down to our last 2 minutes of our session. Anything else you would like to share? Oh, the video. Let's share the video. Let me share screen. Oh no, where did my video go? I think my video went missing because I went and restart my slides as well. What's the video about?
Okay, actually the video, I want to tell that our body need a lot of sensory input to perform a better performance. Maksudnya dia perlukan semua sensory input untuk menghasilkan performance yang bagus. Without one of the sensory, it maybe akan ganggu dia punya performance. So actually we need a lot of the sensory.
Okay, now let me share this. You can see my video.
Okay.
For example, when playing baseball, you need your sense of body position to know how you are standing and the position of your arms holding the bat. You need your sense of touch to grip and move the bat correctly in your hands. Your sense of vision lets you follow the ball with your eyes and helps your body know when to get ready to swing the bat. And your balance and movement sense helps you to stay upright, hit the ball, and run the bases.
So that means cara kita nak main baseball tu sendiri, kita akan ada banyak sensory input yang diperlukan. Contohnya proprioception, untuk kita tahu macam mana kita nak pegang kayu baseball, apa tadi, tactile, macam mana kita nak grip kayu baseball, lepas tu vision dan juga vestibular. That's why we need a lot of the sensory input for participate the activity daily living.
Right, cool. If you have any last question for Alia before we sign off, please share in the comment box and we'll get Alia to do that, answer that for you. We do have our upcoming workshops. This happening this Saturday. Please register at the Power of Play, as well as our session 3 of our special education basic course is early identification, where Serene will share with you some of the tools that you can use to early identify and also to start planning and some of the actions that you can take. So do feel free to join us, register for, of course, for the course. There is fee, but for Power Play is a free workshop. So we welcome any one of you who would like to join us. Okay, there is one question from Dashini. I have encountered a child who was progressed in throwing, catching ball. After some time, she didn't perform throwing or catching. What could be possibly the reason that she kind of like stopped throwing and catching? What do you think, Alia?
Maksudnya sebelum ni dia pandai untuk catch, but after sometimes dia jadi tak nak catch lah. Maybe because they have the issue, contohnya mungkin sebabkan previous experience dia jadi takut pada bola, atau mungkin kita boleh check sama ada dia change the activity, which is dia dah tak berminat pada satu task. Because benda macam ni pada kanak-kanak dia pun boleh jadi dia hilang minat pada satu benda. So kita check either that because of that or because of the attention to play. Maybe because the child have changing of the attention or situation.
Right. So I think some of the things that we also do, part of teachers, part of therapy, we kind of like don't just throw a ball, we throw beanbag, we throw different stuff and see whether children are still doing the movement. Like how you said, maybe the child got bored, right? It's like every day also throw the same thing, so boring.
Dengan child ni kita kena sentiasa berubah, walaupun dia bendanya yang sama, function tu sama, cuma beza dia item. So because budak-budak ni cepat bosan dengan satu benda. Even kita sendiri pun kadang-kadang bosan dengan satu benda kan. So kita kena ubah sesuatu to make the thing interesting for them. Kalau ataupun maybe disebabkan past experience yang menyebabkan dia jadi takut dengan satu benda lah. So kita check either because of that. Because kalau disebabkan oleh sensory, normally budak ni daripada awal dia memang tak reti baling bola.
Right, cool. Definitely, I hope that answers your question. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. Thank you for spending an hour with us, Alia. Thank you for your sharing today. One last note to all of you who are watching, if you would like to have a complimentary slides prepared by Alia, do feel the link that we have shared in the comment box and we will be sending that out to you. Okay, thank you very much everyone. Thank you for being here this afternoon. Join us again next month while Alia will share the next topic with us. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Okay. Bye.